We need a better doorbell. When we bought the house, it had 2 different doorbells out front. One was for the 3 apartments in the main building. Then we have a second system that was added later, which only rings the carriage house out back. And inside, each apartment's doorbell is a bit of a time capsule of all the friends and family who've visited over the last 150 years. Neither system has a camera, and neither lets you open the door from upstairs, so we knew we needed an upgrade. Here in New York City, when you visit a friend at their apartment building, the doorbells or buzzers you interact with come in a lot of different forms, from totally confusing and ugly to sleek and smart looking. In our neighborhood of Williamsburg, a lot of the old houses still have the remnants of their old doorbells hanging on, sharing the wall with a replacement model that was installed in the last 20 years. Our system was like this one. If a friend arrives, you have to climb down a couple sets of stairs to let them in. It sucks. Most of the time, they tend to look something like this. An ugly silver box stuck on the wall with a button for each unit. Rarely a camera, and when you ask your friend to let you in upstairs,
"Hello?
It's me, darling. Let me in."
it sounds like this. It's always a bunch of ugly sounds to pass through on the way to see my best friend, Timothy. I want it quieter.
Hey,
The brand new buildings with a lot of apartments have much sleeker looking systems that offer the kind of features Sean and I are hoping for. Secure but easy access to the building, communicate with visitors, and manage deliveries. While touchscreen intercoms are nice, I don't think we need a glowing screen on the front of our home. When it's a single family home, they're able to get away with some really small and unobtrusive units out front. But I needed something built for a 3-family property like we have, and I quickly found my way to a company called Doorbird and their video door intercom systems made in Berlin, Germany. Here's what we need. On the front of the house, we want a unit with 3 doorbells. Both our rental apartments will have 1 indoor unit by their front door. But since our apartment is bigger, we want to be able to answer the door from here in the kitchen, upstairs in the hall outside our bedroom, and up top at the door to the roof. So no matter where you are in the house, we're connected. First, Sean and I need to choose a design for the front panel, which will be a metal rectangle with a camera up top, the speaker, 3 buttons, and a keypad. Doorbird offers over 50 different color options in a mix of PVD coatings and powder coatings, and we narrowed it down to 2. One that would match the warm color of our oak fence, and a gray that would match our metal siding up above. Once we pulled the trigger and made our decision, it was our electricians who began to lay out all the Ethernet cables to the locations where the indoor stations would be, followed by our drywall team, which covered the walls and left the cables hanging out. For the main unit on the outside, our electrician drills a very deep hole right through the brick so that he can feed through the cable that'll connect the entire system together. Andrew then steps in and begins cutting away the brick to create the opening where the front door unit will be placed. We should have done this before the cable was added, but you never really know when the electricians will show up, so we play catch up and get the opening prepared. A month later, the electrician returns, and with a bit more grinding and cutting, he carefully fits the controller unit into the brick opening. Next, we hire a different electrical team that specializes in low voltage systems to actually get our Doorbird up and running. We ended up choosing anthracite gray for our stainless steel cover, so it'll pop nicely against the wood siding. Eventually, when we cover the brick with the new siding, we'll be able to reposition this control panel forward to match it. Our Doorbird has a keypad at the bottom, the 3 apartment buzzers, an RFID reader, then the speaker, and up top is the camera with night vision. Inside the house, each of the cute little wall stations have been added, and they're finally getting powered up so we can get our first look at the ultra-wide high-def camera. On both our front doors, we're adding electric latches so that we can open the door without using a key. Each latch is connected by low-voltage cables all the way down into our cellar, where the crew ties them into the Doorbird system and to the internet. Now, here's how it all works. When we come home and punch in our family code, both our front door and vestibule door unlock, and we can walk right in. Our garden apartment tenants have a different code, which opens both the front door and their apartment door, but not our vestibule door. We have a third code we give our postman and delivery drivers that only opens the front door, so they can leave packages for us or the tenants in the vestibule. Our keychains now have a Doorbird fob, and we can simply wave that in front of the reader and walk right in. Doorbird even has a fingerprint reader with technology from the world's leading biometrics company,
Edna Mode. And guess.
But a keypad works better for us, cause we don't have all the fingerprints of our delivery men and women. On their phone app, the camera automatically takes a photo of everyone who stands within 6 feet of it and stores them for us if we want them, which we haven't yet. There's a bunch of chime options to choose from on the app, and we went with their Doorbird Chirp. When someone on the street rings the doorbell, all the video screens in the house turn on, and they all chime. If we're not home and I get an alert on my phone, within seconds I can be talking to whoever it is and open either door as needed. It's perfect. While Doorbird does engrave gorgeous stainless steel nameplates in coordinating colors, we haven't sprung for those just yet, and Sean made some homemade labels that are taking their place for now. The old buzzer to the carriage house will be taken away soon, and back here we can say goodbye to our faithful old intercom that served us for 13 years because a Doorbird has taken up its new station here. And the same in our garden apartment on the ground floor. At long last, our house is well connected, with everyone able to come and go securely and packages delivered safely. And on the occasional morning, it's possible to catch a glimpse of my Australian finishing one of the chores I should be helping him with.